now I do, but I didn't get it out, so let's not waste the time and I'll be better.
That's fine, no problem at all. All right, so we're gonna start standing up.
Okay.
So we're gonna come into mountain pose. So mountain pose, you want your feet kind of directly under your hips, so your feet are hip width apart and your feet are parallel. And then you're going to stand, kind of roll your shoulders down your back. I'm going to move the screen up just a little so you can see the top of my head too. Yeah, that's good. And then have your palms face forward.
Okay.
And then looking forward, you're going to dip your chin ever so slightly to your chest. So just a little bit, just feel the back of your neck lengthen out. And then go ahead and close your eyes.
Okay.
And then just feel your body weight pressing into your feet. If you can feel all four corners of each foot.
Okay.
Begin to notice your breath. Just begin to slow down your breath just a little. Your arms are hanging heavy. Shoulders are nice and soft. Relaxing the muscles in your face. And then we'll take some breaths together to begin. So go ahead and exhale. Then we're going to take a big deep inhale through the nose. Big exhale out through your mouth. Another one like that, inhaling through your nose. And exhale out through your mouth. One more like that, last deepest breath. Inhale all the way to the top of your lungs. Big exhale, sigh. All the way to the bottom. Squeeze your belly at the end. Get rid of the last of the air. And then just return to your normal breath rhythm. Conceal your lips. Breathe in and out through your nose. And with your next inhale, both your arms come out wide. Reach all the way up to the top. Bring your hands together to touch. Your eyes can lift to follow your hands. And then exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. This is called Namaskar. We'll do another one like that. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up, hands to touch. And exhale, your hands down through heart center. All right, from here with your hands at heart center, you're going to curl the first three fingers of your hand under. So you keep your index finger pointed straight up. This is called steeple grip. And then with an inhale, extend your arms all the way up. So your index finger is pointing up to the ceiling. And then with your exhale, I'm going to turn so you can see me. With your exhale, you're going to bend your hips over to the left and your fingertips are going to come over to the right. Yeah. And we'll hold here for a few breaths. So with your inhale, think of pressing your fingertips away, pressing your hips away. With your exhale, you can think of rolling your top shoulder open just a little. So imagine you're trying to show your armpit to the sky. So we're opening across the chest. And with your next inhale, we'll come back up through center. And then exhale, we're going to take it all the way over to the other side. So pressing your hips over to the right, fingertips to the left. Nice. And see if you can roll your top shoulder open just a little. So drawing that top shoulder back. Another inhale, pressing through your fingers, pressing through your hips. And exhale, soften here. And then inhale, coming all the way back up through center. Nice. Exhale, take your arms all the way around your back. You're going to bring your hands to your low back like you have your hands in your jeans pockets. And then with an inhale, lift your chest. You can lift your chin slightly, look up to the ceiling. Think of drawing your elbows together behind your back. And then with your exhale, you're going to curve your spine. So you kind of tuck your chin to your chest so you can bring your elbows forward a little bit, kind of rolling your shoulders forwards here. And then inhale, open the chest again, draw your shoulders back, draw your chest up. And exhale, curve it forward again. So whole rounding through the upper spine here. And inhale, extend, lift your chest, draw your elbows together. And one more time, exhale, curling forward. So feel a nice stretch all the way through the back of the shoulders. And inhale back through center. Nice. From here, we're going to exhale. We're going to slowly bend forward. You're going to slide your hands down the back of your legs. You can bend your knees as much as you need to here. It's not about trying to touch your toes. It's just coming into a nice, soft forward bend. From here, you can reach for your opposite elbows and just let everything hang loose here for a moment. Let your neck be soft. If you like, you can kind of sway from side to side a little bit. Feel some release through your low back.
Yeah, it does.
Good. Nice. And then from here, you're going to place your hands down. Again, your knees can be as bent as you need them to be. And then with the inhale, you're going to lift yourself up slightly. So you keep your hands forward, but you're just going to come to look forward a little bit. So we're straightening the spine out, just like that, just like what you were doing. That's perfect. So we inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, we're going to lower down again. Nice. And from here, you're going to plant your hands. You're going to step all the way back with your right foot to start. So we're going to come into a bit of a lunge here.
I hit the table. Sorry.
That's okay. Now get yourself comfy.
Let's see what
Nice. And you can go ahead and lower the back knee down if it's comfortable, but you just do what. Yeah, that looks great. And you can keep the back knee lifted if that's more comfortable, whatever works better there. And then you're gonna, yeah, that looks great. And then you're gonna bring weight into your right hand, and you're slowly gonna twist over to your left. And you can either just bring your hand to your hip on that side, or if it feels good, you could lift up your left fingertips.
Okay.
So you're twisting open. Yeah, that looks great. Just like that. Perfect. Nice. One more inhale here. Think of twisting the whole upper body around towards the left. And then exhale, come forward again. You can plant both your hands. And then you're going to step your back foot back up to meet your front foot. So we're back in that forward fold at the front here.
Like this?
Yep, exactly. Right back to forward. There you go. Oh, so your back leg is forward. So both feet are underneath you again now.
Oh, like this?
Yep, there you go. Nice. All right. And then looking forward, go ahead and step your back leg all the way forward to meet your front foot. So back into our kind of forward. Yeah, there you go. So back foot back up to your front.
Like that?
There we go. Yes, exactly. Nice. And then you're going to kind of lift up halfway like we did. So looking forward, lifting up halfway.
Okay.
And then exhale back down. And then we're going to slowly roll all the way up to standing again. So keep your head facing forward. Just slowly roll yourself up to standing. There you go. And you can use your hands on your thighs if that helps.
Okay.
Nice. No, that was great. How did that feel?
That felt good. Just on my left side, because my elbow won't hold me on the left.
Gotcha. Okay. You know what I think will help? Good. All right. We're going to take that over to the other side. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So inhale, bring your arms up and looking up to the sky. And then exhale, we're going to come all the way forward this time. So back into that forward bend like we did. Again, bend your knees as much as you like. And then inhale to look up and come up halfway. And then plant your hands down. We're going to step the other foot back this time. So this time we're going to step the left foot back all the way. And again, come into that lunge. So you can take some time here, make yourself feel steady. Sometimes it helps. You can kind of rock your weight back and forth a little bit. Your two legs are kind of almost like you're on a train track here. You can have a slightly wider stance, whatever feels nice and stable.
Okay.
And then when you're ready, you're going to plant your right hand down, or sorry, your left hand down. And this time you're going to bring your right hand to your hip.
Okay. I may not be able to do that one.
That's all right. It'll come with time. It'll come with time. So just kind of play with it for now.
That's my bad.
That's your bad elbow. Okay. All right. So we'll come back and plant both your hands, and then we're going to step back up to the front. So back into our forward fold again. And then we're going to inhale up halfway and exhale, lower down. And then we're going to roll all the way up to standing again. One vertebra at a time, all the way up. Nice. And then inhale, bring your hands all the way up. And exhale, your hands down to touch. Awesome. That was really good. Do
Oh,
you want to
you know,
keep going, or do you want to stay with that for now?
I can keep going, I'm fine.
Okay, cool. All right, we're going to do a little bit and play with balance, but we're going to go really slowly, okay?
I need to work on that.
All right. So inhale, arms up, hands to touch. And exhale your hands through heart center. And then you're going to look down at your feet. Think of shifting your weight over into your left foot. And then ever so slightly, here I'm going to put it so you can see me. So you're just slightly going to shift your weight over towards that foot. And then you're going to begin to play with moving the right foot out to the side. And it can be just a couple of inches.
Okay.
And you can even, if it makes you feel more stable, you can even kind of keep your toe touching down.
Okay.
So we're just playing with bringing the weight into the left foot.
Balance.
What's up?
That's one of my problems, balance.
Is balance. This is a really good kind of intro to balance, because you can bring that leg out as much as you want to. So we're just going to play with just maybe a couple of inches out to the right, and you can keep bringing it back down to touch for some stability. All right, and then keeping the weight in your left leg, we're going to go ahead and bring it forward just a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So bringing the leg out front. And it can help, you can keep your right foot flexed. So you're kind of bringing your toes back towards you, and that'll help to keep that leg nice and strong. And again, you can keep touching down with your heel on that right leg as much as you need to feel stable there.
Okay.
All right.
Work on this one.
Yeah. All right. And then we're going to take it back. So keeping the weight in the left leg, you just ever so slightly shift your body weight forward, and you're going to bring that leg back behind you just a little bit. And you can touch down with the right toes to give you some stability there.
Okay, that one's easier.
That's good.
But I'm still off balance.
Yeah, you know, balance, it's like, it's really difficult at first. Nobody has it when you start, and it'll come super quickly. I bet if you do this a couple times a week, you'll get it in no time.
Video, I can do this all the time.
Awesome.
You know, I'm determined now.
That's great. All right, and then from here, if you feel stable enough, actually, let's go ahead and bring the hands to the hips. And then what I'd like you to try is we're just going to step it back. Yeah, nice. So just landing back on that back leg. And that should feel like some release in that thigh, because we were doing all that work in that front thigh. Nice. So from here, we want to think about bringing both the hips to point forward. Okay. So our hips are in one line. So usually that means bringing your left hip back a little and your right hip comes forward. And you can use your hands on your hips as kind of a guide. So you want them both facing the same way. Okay. And then if you're feeling stable here, with an inhale, see if you can reach your arms for the sky. And if not, okay, let's just stay hands to hips.
Let me try one more time.
Okay.
Okay.
Beautiful. Really, really nice. Awesome. One more inhale here. And then exhale, bring your hands back to your hips. And then we're going to slowly shift our hips so we're facing forward. So your front left toes are still pointing forward. We didn't move that foot. But now instead of our hips being like this, we're opening them out to the side. Okay? And so we're bending into the front left knee, and the back right leg is nice and straight. Back. Yeah, exactly. So this is called Warrior Two pose. And this is
that would be.
That's right. So you should feel like a strong warrior woman now. And then you can think about keeping your back leg nice and engaged. So you can think of pressing down into the outer edge of that back foot to kind of keep your leg nice and strong, big strong base beneath you there. And then if you're feeling good, you can inhale your arms out wide. Look at that, awesome warrior.
Yep, I am.
So it looks great. So in warrior, we want to think of our arms being in kind of a straight line. So almost imagine your arms are being pulled in two opposite directions. With your inhale, you sort of lift up through the crown of your head, so the back of your neck is nice and long. With your exhale, you can lower your shoulders down. So we want to avoid this. We want to kind of keep the shoulders nice and low. Yeah, beautiful. Really nice. So we're going to do one more inhale here. And then with your exhale, you're going to bring your right hand to your back leg. And then lift up with your left arm. Yeah, that looks great. And what we're looking for here is a stretch all along your
Yeah.
left side. That's all right. And you can play with your stance to get some stability there. Beautiful. One more inhale here. And then exhale, you're going to slowly bring your body weight forward. And I want to see how this feels on your elbow, Dee. But I'm resting my left forearm on my left thigh.
On
How
the
does
right,
that feel?
fine. This elbow is good. It's this one that's not.
Okay.
That
So
one feels
feels okay. Okay, great. And then here you can either keep your right hand on your hip,
okay.
or with an inhale, you can reach all the way up. And this is extended side angle pose. And this is another one where you can kind of think of bringing your shoulder back in space. So you imagine like you're trying to shine your heart up to the sky. So kind of rotating open. Beautiful. Really nice. So one more inhale here. And then we're going to straighten through the front leg. And we're making a star pose. So your arms are pointing in opposite direction. And then what you can do is bring your toes in towards each other ever so slightly, and that should give you some more stability in your legs. So now both our feet. What's up?
Should I be barefooted?
I prefer to do it barefoot because you have a bit more grip.
I would feel better without my shoes.
Yeah. Do you want to take a second and take them off? Yeah, go for it.
The yoga I have done years ago, I did barefooted. I don't know why. Okay, that's better.
Yeah, because I think you feel like because your toes get kind of grippy, which actually helps. So yeah, that's great. All right, so we'll come back to star pose. So your toes are kind of ever so slightly pointing in, not far at all, but just to give you some strength through your knees. Think of drawing your kneecaps up into your thighs, so the legs are kind of nice and strong here. Beautiful. One more inhale here. And then with your exhale, you're going to take your arms around behind your back. Actually, oh yeah, we're just going to bring the hands to the low back here. And then we'll inhale, lift your chest. You can lift your gaze. Again, think of drawing your elbows towards each other like we did in mountain pose. And then when you're ready, with an exhale, we're going to slowly begin to bend forward. And I only want you to come as far forward as feels good here. So whatever that looks like. And then if you're feeling good and it feels okay, you can go ahead and place your hands on the ground in front of you.
Yeah, I'm flexible that way. I can put my hands on the floor without bending my knees.
That's awesome. So this is a wide-legged forward fold. So you should feel nice release through your back. You think of like your whole upper body is hinging from your hips here. So, and we'll take a few more breaths here. Nice. And then with your next inhale, you can kind of press into your hands just to lift yourself up halfway. And then we're going to slowly walk your hands towards your front foot. And we're going to bend into that front knee as you get there. So eventually, so you're going to walk here, look at me. So from here, you're just going to walk your hands
to the other
towards
side.
that front foot, and we'll come back into that kind of lunge pose where we were.
Like this.
Yep, that's beautiful. Looks really good.
Okay.
Nice. All right. And then when you're ready from here, you're going to press your weight into your left foot, and you're going to step your right foot right up to meet it up at the front again in that forward fold. Yep, just like that. Beautiful. And then inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, release forward. And then this time with an inhale, you're going to take your arms out wide and then lift yourself all the way up to standing. Beautiful. Hands to touch. And then bring your hands down to heart center. Really nice. All right, so we're going to take all that over to the other side. So bring your weight into your right foot this time. You feel yourself kind of grounded into your right foot. And then as you're ready, begin to shift your weight that direction and then lift the left leg out to the side. Just a few inches. And again, you can always touch your toe down to the floor for some stability there, but just see how that feels. You can play with maybe taking it out a little further, a little closer, just kind of playing with it here.
Yeah, it seems like my left side's weaker than my right.
We always have the two sides can be so different, but you think each side of your body has a different history, right?
Right, yeah. Left has more damage.
Yeah, All right, and then keeping the weight in your right foot, we're going to go ahead and bring it forward now. So think of pressing your heel forward towards the front of the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
This sucks on that leg.
Yeah, it'll come quickly, but it does. It takes some time. And you know, the biggest thing you can do is kind of get out of your head. I find if I'm thinking, oh, my balance sucks, then I fall over right away.
That's
Uh,
true.
All right, and then we're going to shift to bring it back behind us again. And you can bring your body weight just forward slightly, feel the balance there.
That's
And then
easier.
whenever you, what's up?
That's easier than going back than the forward.
Oh, that's good. You know, a lot of people have a really hard time with going forward too. So everybody's different. And then when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and slowly step all the way back and
Okay.
bend into your right knee. So coming into that standing lunge.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Nice. That's great. And then on this side, we want to think of bringing the two hips forward again. So it usually means bringing the right hip back on the side, left hip forward. So you can imagine you have two headlights shining out of your hips, and we want them shining straight in front of us.
There.
Great. And then from here, when you're ready with an inhale, you can lift your arms all the way up. Really nice. Yeah, this looks beautiful, Dee. And inhale, reaching up with your fingers. With your exhale, you can soften your shoulders, draw your shoulders down, your back away from your ears a little bit. One more inhale here. And then with your exhale, we're going to slowly shift the hips towards the side. So we're going to come into warrior two on this side. So our hips are facing the side, that front knee is still pointing forward. And then when you're ready, you can either have your hands to your hips or you can bring your arms out wide into that warrior two position. That looks good.
That feels good.
Good. And on this side, you can think about your left shoulder moving back. Your right fingers are being pulled to the front. With your inhale, you lift up through the crown of your head. Exhale, maybe bend a little deeper into your front knee. And then from here, with your next inhale, you're going to lower your left hand to your back leg, and then your right arm is going to reach up for the sky. So this is our reverse warrior pose. So on this side, you think about a long line all the way from your right fingertips all the way down to your right toes. So we're making a long extended line there.
Okay.
One more inhale here. And then with your exhale, we're going to bring the body forward. So this is where I want you to see how it feels in your elbow, but we're going to bring the forearm to your right thigh. So hopefully you shouldn't be putting a lot of weight in your elbow,
Oh.
but see how that feels.
No, it feels fine.
Feels okay? Okay, great. And then your left hand can come to your hip.
Okay.
Draw your left shoulder back a bit. And if you like, you can inhale or reach your left fingertip up to the sky. So we're extended side angle pose. Yeah, that looks awesome.
That feels good too.
Good. Should feel nice and open. Everything's stretching. Beautiful. One more inhale here. And then as you're ready, you're slowly going to straighten through the front leg, and we're going to come into that star pose facing the other way. So we've got arms reaching away, legs reaching away. And I'm going to flip around again just so I'm facing you. And then again, we want the toes pointing towards each other slightly here. Reach the arms long. One more big inhale here. And then exhale, we're going to take the hands behind the back. Press your hands towards your low back. Inhale, lift up with your chest. Elbows draw together. And then exhale, bend forward. And just come as far forward as is comfortable. And then when you're ready, you can bring your hands down to the floor. That feels okay. I'm going to just hang here for a few breaths and think about keeping the back of your neck soft. So if you're kind of holding your head, you can just release that. Soften your shoulders. Think of pressing into both feet as you draw your knees up into your thighs. So your legs are nice and strong here. All right. One more inhale, we'll press into the floor, and then we're going to walk our hands back forward again. So we should be coming into a forward lunge again, but on the other side.
We'll do it sideways.
Yep, so we're on this side now. Awesome. You're doing beautifully. Really nice. And then from here, when you're ready, press into your hands, press your weight into your right foot, and then inhale to step your left foot up to meet your right. So we're coming back into our forward fold. Yep, step it back up. Awesome. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and plant both of your hands and step both your feet all the way back. We're going to come into a plank pose. There you go. And you can lower your knees to the floor or keep them lifted, whatever feels better for you.
This?
That feels good. Yeah, that's perfect. Nice. I just don't want you to hurt your knees.
No, it doesn't hurt them.
Good. So inhale at the top. And then with your exhale, bend your elbows and lower yourself all the way down onto your belly.
I can't do that.
Oh, because of your elbows?
My elbow can't hold me.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So let's stay here then. So we're going to skip the plank.
Okay.
And then shift your weight back, and we're going to swing your legs around front. So basically just sitting with your legs forward now. Awesome. This is so helpful for me to see you move too, because I can see what works. This is great.
I have
All
a
right.
folder that I use for painting, and that's what I'm using.
Well, you have a what?
It's a holder that holds my iPad.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Yeah.
And it's up high, so it's aiming down at me.
Nice. No, this is great because I can see you. All right. So we're going to flex our feet. So you're bringing your toes back towards your face. Your legs are nice and long. Draw your belly in. You can think of bringing your belly button towards your back. And then inhale, both your arms reach up. And then with your exhale, we're going to come forward, but not far. We're not like trying to touch our toes. We're just getting a little stretch in the back. We want to keep that nice long feeling in the back, but just bring the weight forward just a little bit. Nice. And then from here, if you want, you can lower your arms down to your shins or wherever they are. Nice. With your inhale, think of drawing your shoulders back, gaze lifts, and then slowly relax back to just normal seated position. You're going to bend your right knee, and you're going to step your right foot over your left leg. There you go. That's great. So your right foot's flat on the floor, and then you've got your right hand on your right knee.
Like this?
Or on the, so it's just like, so we're just crossing it over the other side of the leg. There you go. Yeah, here, I'll face you. Yeah, exactly. Just like this. Yeah, perfect. And then you can take your left arm, wrap it around your knee. Yep, that's great. And then inhale, lift up with your right arm. And that might be enough of a twist there. If you can take it a little further, you can bring your right hand behind you and look back over your right shoulder. This is a nice deep stretch in the low back. Yeah, really nice. And you can also lower your right hand down to the floor. So it almost can become a kickstand behind you. Sorry, your other,
this one?
this arm, the one that's up, go ahead and plant it on the floor behind you. Yeah, there you go, because that gives you a little bit of stability there. Nice. So keep nice and tall in your spine. Yeah, beautiful. This is a seated twist. And you can look back over your right shoulder. And then let that go. Inhale, come back through the middle. And you can extend your right leg long, and we'll take it over to the other side. So your left foot's crossed over your right knee. You're going to take your right arm around your left knee. And then inhale, lift that left arm up. And then if you like, you can bring it all the way down behind you and look back over your left shoulder. Yeah, really nice.
Feels good.
Good. And then come back through center. All right. And then let's see, we can do a bridge. So we're going to bring both of our feet flat to the mat. And then tuck your fingers just behind your knees and feel your belly engage your core. And then we're just going to roll all the way down onto our backs. There you go. Good. And then bring your heels in a little closer to your butt. Your feet are still hip width apart. You can bring your arms long alongside your body. So imagine that your fingertips can tickle the back of your heels, right? And then from here, with your next inhale, press into your feet and lift your hips up, just as far as is comfortable. It should feel a nice stretch through the low back. You can think of squeezing your butt muscles to lift up here.
That
Keep
feels
pressing.
good.
Does it feel good? Okay, excellent.
I can feel the stretch on my legs.
Oh, good. And even sometimes like the front of your hip muscles, sometimes you get a nice stretch there too.
Well, that.
Good. So let's inhale, squeeze your butt. Let's lift up 1 more inch. And then exhale, slowly roll your spine down. So we come down upper spine, middle spine, and then your low back releases down on the mat. Okay. You can go ahead and extend your left leg long, and you're going to bring your right knee towards your chest. And you can just interlace your fingers over your kneecap there. There you go. And then just squeeze it in just as much as is comfortable. You can keep your left foot flexed, so keep pressing your left heel away as you bring your right knee up. So your right knee is kind of moving towards your shoulder.
Okay.
One more squeeze here. And then exhale, bring that leg out long, and we'll bring the other knee in. So draw your left knee into your chest. And you can interlace your fingers over your left knee. Squeeze that towards your shoulder. Press your right heel away this time. So imagine your left knee and right heel are being pulled in opposite directions.
Okay.
And then slowly release. You can let that leg come long. And now you're going to bring both knees in towards your chest. So make yourself a little ball. You can just wrap your arms around the front of your shins and just press your low back into the carpet. So no arch in the low back. You can think of pressing your shoulders down into the floor. So your whole spine is nice and flat on the ground.
Okay.
Squeezing your knees into your chest. One more inhale here, squeeze. And then exhale, release. You can let your legs come out long. And just let your arms be alongside your body. Your palms can be face up. And then this is our final resting pose, or Shavasana. So we always end the yoga pose or yoga sessions here. So you can draw your chin slightly towards your chest, lengthen out the back of your neck, and you can go ahead and close your eyes. And just notice what's here. Body should feel a little warmer. Muscles maybe feeling a little bit longer. You can begin to notice your breath. Notice how just paying attention to the breath can slow it down a little bit. And then we'll take a few breaths together to close. So we'll take a big, deep inhale through the nose. Big exhale, sigh. We'll do one more like that. Big inhale through the nose. Big exhale, sigh. And from here, you can begin to bend your knees again, and then maybe slowly roll onto one side. Kind of pause in a fetal position here, and just take a moment to be grateful for yourself for showing up and doing the work. I'm grateful to your body for supporting your practice. And then when you're ready, you can press yourself up, however is comfortable.
Well, that was cool. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. It was so fun to get to do it with you.